Hey yo guys, it's me, Red. Oh, yeah. Actually, recently I'm joining the specialty workshop as well. I was being informed on the day. Yeah, right. Yeah, I was being informed. Like actually, it's the night before, but yeah, basically it's like on that day when it starts. Um, it's so funny because to be honest, it's a really like tiring program, and a lot of times, a lot of rules that making me confused a little bit. But somehow up until right now, really good. Yeah, somehow I'm like being a staff at the same time like the participant. So I will just be like really busy. At the same time, I also need to be like the general 40 days workshop stuff a lot of time doing the translation. Then yeah, today I want to talk about the title as I said on it as the year of Red Horse. Yeah. Oh, Red Horse year, and it was being announced like in our night vigil, our New Year Eve night vigil. Like at that time I can't really like record video. Sorry, I'm like too tired. At the same time, I'm too busy to do any kind of this kind of video. And yeah, and finally today I can talk about it. At first, like when they finally like announced like this year, like I already know it's horse. Okay, yeah. So somehow like for Chinese, I already know it's horse because I'm 24 years old. Every 12 years, it just come back to the same animal. But this time they say it's like a year of red horse, and it just make me a little bit like uh how can I say, like shocked a little bit. I'm like, wait, I remember red horse doesn't mean something good in Bible. And but then like at first I didn't try to search for it, but I'm like thinking, really? Am I thinking too much? Is it red? Is not the color? Yeah, and somehow because I only know some part of like Bible, like not really much. I mean, I try to study by myself, but a lot of time I don't really like know which part of it. Like I'm trying to be sincere. I'm trying to be true right here. And so then yeah, and so then when they just announced, I just feel like okay, sunset is not a good year. And but then like actually for last year 2035 is the year of snake. And always in the Holy Bible when they talk about snakes, except the snake, the copper snake that being raised by Moses, usually snakes mean something satanic, and also like they represent like Satan's, yeah, somehow in a sense, and that's why they crawl with their belly instead of having legs or hand. Yeah, yeah, and this kind of situation. And in the year of snakes, we finally we offer the Gong, but then right after that, True Mother was being persecuted really hardly. A lot of people still don't realize how hard it is, but it is really hard politically, like to say, like if you went to the detention center, whatever, like our place for prayer, there is police car that blocking the way for other media to shot us, to be honest. And this is basically shit. And if you know about like something like a social media, how it is supposed to work, whether it's good or bad, the main thing they need to do, expose and expose, and to let more people to aware about this kind of story. And you see like how much efforts that the Korean government even last year, like they're trying to suppressing the exposure of our I'll just call it the injustice. So right now, even through Mother, like over 100 days, a lot of politicians can't really speak for True Mother because they don't really have a, how to say, a public base, a crowd that people will just say that, oh, this is injustice and we all need to fight for it. Like they still don't really have that. That's the problem. That's the issue. Also, social media will do a lot of things. Okay, but that's not the main point. But this year is the year of the red horse, and just I just went through a little bit like a Bible again, and it talk about like in the last day. So there are four horses that are coming down, and like in the four horses, like it coming with sequence, and the red horse is the second one. And the second red horse itself, it means that it take away peace and making people killing each other. So basically, for people that like leftists, if you call yourself Christians, you're gonna listen carefully because you don't love Bible. If you just say that everything happened these few days is injustice. You don't believe in Bible, you don't believe in God. Shame on to you if you want to call yourself like a people of faith. Yeah. And like the second one already taking away peace and much more like fighting, right? It means fight. And just within this year, and it's only the fourth day of 2026. On the first day, if I'm not mistaken, the first day of or the last day of the 2035, I don't know, for Iran. Yeah, finally they just topping over like their dictator governmentship, and Trump also say something like, "Oh, Iran, if you want to kill people, kill citizens, if you continue doing that, America will just join in." As well, yep, Iran was changed like really suddenly, quickly, and after that is like the Venezuela. The Venezuela is like totally like a surprise because I have a Venezuela friend, and we just work together a lot of time. When he talk about his country, he's like, yeah, it's really bad, and it is supposed to be really good, and so blah 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 blah. And talking about like their music education, the public music education that they have. Yeah, so yeah, this kind of situation that's happening. And Maduro, I don't want to call Maduro the president, because basically the Venezuela world doesn't like it, and in a sense he is never being elected. So it's not a president, it's not a representative. It's just much more like you see in the Doraemon, and you know, there's a guy who is much more always bigger, and like being a much more like a gangster in front of everyone. Yeah, he is that kind of position, that kind of people, and and I don't know, should I call him stupidly? Stupidly, he believe in China system, just because China give him more money, and he just believes that, oh yeah, because he give him more money, so I can. It means that they are more rich and blah 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 blah. It's so shallow. It's only onto the surface and didn't study anything about inside. Sucks to be himself, uh, and because of it, and he just making his own country. Oh yeah, having a team of army, and just within 4 hours, he was being captured. And just like not long ago, after he met the representative from China, and I'm kind of surprised because like I mean in the last day, uh when I heard this red horse, to be honest, I already told it, it's like I feel anxiety, but when I see all this happening, I'm like, yeah, chaos is happening, but we still need to take up the responsibility to fight somehow. And even for Trumado case, in a sense, it is the same thing. And another fact that I want to share, it's a fun fact. Like, for China, every year it's China, so they will celebrate the Chinese zodiac with some cute puppy hushes or whatever. Like, they can just make it into teddy bear, or, I mean, like doll. Yeah, and this year they finally, horse. Then they finally put four different like colors of it, and it's so funny because the four horses itself, it is like a green color, pale green, red color, white, and black. Is the four color that being mentioned in the last days. I forgot the sequence. Sorry, but I mean in the last days it already mentioned about like there's four riders and come down and like bring all the chaos to the world. But when the chaos coming, I mean in the Holy Bible itself, what one would just see the chaos finally come. Like God never come in peace, in a sense. God always come with chaos. After chaos, after everything being separated into good and evil, and finally then, like all this thing, I can finally be called into an end. I'm so sorry for this. Yeah, just a second. Yeah, so that's what I mean. Yeah, so somehow, I mean, if you are much more aware about all these things that is going on, that's happening, actually this year, Red Horse, we need to really work really hard, and that's how the war going on. Satan already lost two of it, I'll say. I'm not saying that the dictatorship is always the bad thing. I already like keep on mentioning it, but when Satan choose to use something, and sometimes you can't really choose the same way to work onto it. Yeah, so that's why it's much more easy for people to label saying that, oh, the dictatorship is Satan, but actually it's not. But just that when you are using it, it's much more easy for Satan to work. Same to the liberals, and always the liberals just say that, oh yeah, we are the we're the people of peace. You don't even care about the Venezuela, and right now like Maduro is being captured, and you say that, oh, the international law. You care about international law? Really? Do you care about China people in Tibet, the Muslims, and also like the Falun Gong? Yeah. Do you care about those kind of people? Do you care about the China is going to invade Taiwan? No, you don't care about it. So you hypocrites, shut up. You have nothing to say onto yourself. Yeah, and we don't know how we're gonna know like what's going to happen next in China, in South Korea as well. South Korea, yeah, basically they are chasing away Americans. They are chasing away their legal, like they want to make it like them being chased out with the authority being said, oh yeah, it's the Daehanminguk is no longer United States. So so yeah, it's so awful to be honest. Like recently I just see all these kind of things happening. Chaotic is chaotic. But at the same time in chaotic, how it gonna happen? It's gonna be quick. Sometimes it's just gonna just like in a flash, like in the Holy Bible already say that, right? Like a flash. So the 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 sound from the east, that a lightning from the east and shine to the west, it will just suddenly just appear. Everything just gonna happen really quick. And to be honest, I didn't want to have another Charlie Kirk sacrifice. I mean, Charlie Kirk sacrifice itself is so on time, to be honest. And people just think that, yeah, it's really sad. At the same time, I'm not saying that Charlie Kirk saying everything I will be really agree on to him, but I mean, just that how he talk about it, how he taking up the courage to talk to people about his fate. Yeah, I mean, we want to fight, but at the same time, take care about yourself. Don't let your mother be the one who need to shed her tears because of your sacrifice. Don't let your mother be the one who lament about your sacrifices. Yeah, and yep. So like a specialty workshop that right now I'm joining. So the main point for us to join right here is that we're doing Jongsong for our true mother. And because is that we know true mother is so important in the providence, and so then for the sake of the heavenly parent, we are doing it. For the heavenly parent's heart, we are doing it together. So that's why we are doing the spirituality workshop. That's why it's so tiring. At the same time, it's so like chaotic as well. To be honest, inside also really chaotic. But everything in the end, the chaotic itself, it will just separating people, like to let them see who is the good side, who is the bad side. You're just gonna see that in the end. Yeah. And with this, we are just gonna just know how to differentiate it. Finally, God's side can just stand onto the top. And we need to pray that whoever is standing on the God side will never betray and go to Satan's side again. That's what we want. That's what we need. And with this, yeah, thank you to watch my sharing thoughts. Yeah. Hope you all enjoy. And yeah, please share my video. Please like it and comment if you have any thoughts about the Red Horse. Yeah, and also about the spirituality workshop. Maybe some of you are still in a training center. Who knows? Anyway, yeah, see you next time in my next video. Peace.